Hey folks, Maverick Watch Reviews back here with another review. Today we have the Citizen Eco Drive 200 meter solar quartz racing chronograph, model number JW0071-58E. Now this is part of the ProMaster line. But first I want to thank Duty Free Island for this review unit. At Duty Free Island you get duty free, tax free, and free worldwide shipping. Duty Free Island only sells 100% authentic watches, and they're simply just a great bunch of folks to deal with. I've shopped with Duty Free Island for years now. They have great selection, great prices, and free shipping, and I've never ever had a problem with them. So do yourself a favor, go over there and check out their website. Now, as usual, we'll open this thing up, look at the fit and finish, the features and the functions, the build quality, and then I'll give you my overall impressions of this really nice Citizen racing chronograph. Typical Citizen watch box. There you go. Here's the watch. Really, really interesting and cool looking watch, by the way. Love the way this thing looks. And as usual, you get your big Citizen manual written in multiple different languages. And you get your international guarantee. There you go. All right, let's take a look at this thing. Now, of course, I'll go ahead and put all the specs on the left-hand side of the screen for you. And then we'll talk a little more in depth later on in the review. You're looking at a 47 millimeter Duratec coated titanium case. It's 15 millimeters thick. It's on a 22 millimeter titanium bracelet. It's 200 meters water resistant, which is 660 feet. It has a slide rule function on the outer bezel here. It has a non-screw down crown. It has the U700 movement. It has a 1.5-year power reserve, and it has a 7-year power reserve and power save mode, which basically means you can put this watch in a drawer when it's fully charged and it'll keep time for 7 years. Really, really cool. It also has a power save feature, has an insufficient charge warning. That's where the second hand starts jumping every 2 seconds to let you know you need to charge up the battery. It has a sapphire crystal, which I would kind of expect for a watch in this price range. It has a red LED blacklight. There you go. And I'll also show you that in the dark too. It's got a chronograph function, which is to 1/1000th of a second. This is really a racing chronograph. You can really time some cool stuff with this. It has a world time. It has an alarm. It has a 24-hour display if you want it. It has the LCD display, which is between 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock there. And this is also made in Japan. So I've been looking at this watch for years, and I've always wanted to review it. It's just a really cool looking watch, y'all. Really, really different looking. You have these huge pushers right here. I love the combination of the digital and the analog displays on here. I really like the way the crown looks. It looks like a tire if you look at it. It looks like a tire on a car. Of course, you have the crown. You have the signed ProMaster right there. Really, really cool looking crown. It's very legible, and this thing is built like a tank. I mean, this titanium is super tough. Titanium is about 5 times harder than steel and about 50% lighter. So you're really getting the best of both worlds there. The dial is not too cluttered. You have all these different little sub-dials. All of these sub-dials are basically for the chronograph function, with the exception of this one right here. That's actually to show you your 24-hour time. See, when you go past right there, you'll see it goes up to 24. So nice looking dial, not too cluttered, even though it has a lot of numbers for the chronograph feature. Let me show you the chronograph feature real quick. Look at the dial. Look at the dial in the middle right there. Look how fast that hand is spinning. Now, there are actually 2 hands there. One's right underneath each other. So let me show you. Actually, let me get it into chronograph mode. There you go. Do you see those 2 hands spinning? Isn't that crazy? And then you do it and you reset it and it goes back instantly. So cool. Let me show you again. I just love that. Those 2 hands, one on top of the other. And then you reset it. Really, really cool. Super cool, man. I mean, I'll never use this function. And I'll never use the slide rule. I'll never use the chronograph. But it's just cool to have. I mean, there's some other features on a watch I would have preferred. Maybe a day function, possibly. In an analog mode. But if you just go down here to your LCD, I believe it shows you. Yeah, see, it says right down there Monday. So actually, this is probably better because it's nice and big down there. And also, it shows you daylight saving time. So pretty cool. And this watch, actually, you don't use the crown to set the time at all. So let me show you. If you want to set the time, you pull the crown out. If I can get it to pop out there. There we go. Now it's setting, so now it says we're in NYC. If you want to move to a different time zone, you just press the pushers. So let's go up to, let's see here. Let's find London. Now when I push the crown back in, the hands are automatically going to adjust to London time. So there you go. So London's about, what, 5 hours ahead, 6 hours ahead? So there you go. Now if I want to go back again, I just go back. Actually, I'm going forward. Let's go back. We're looking for NYC because I'm on the East Coast. There you go. And it also shows that I have it set on daylight savings time, which you can also adjust. Push the crown back in. Hands go back to East Coast time. There you go. So this, when you turn this does absolutely nothing. You do everything with the pushers on this watch. Really, really cool. I mean, great looking watch. I think also on the side here, this rubber grip is used for when you're actually, doing lap times and stuff like that. I guess you just hold it like that and then I think that's probably what it's meant to do. So really, really cool, man. So let's look at the rest of the watch. You're looking at a nice bracelet, titanium bracelet, typical Citizen titanium bracelet. I'm not crazy about this stamped titanium look here. I wish it had more of a scissor clasp, but it is what it is. It's functional and definitely does its job. Real simple case back, laser etched with all the pertinent information there. And that's really it. The pushers have that nice little grip right here on each one. So great looking watch, man. Really interesting. Again, if you're doing lap times in a car, or if you're doing any sort of sports that you need to do lap times or any sort of time, this is definitely the watch for you. And I love the fact they can generate enough electricity to power the analog and the LCD displays. Really cool. I'm trying to think of anything else I might have forgotten to tell you about. That's really about it. Let's go ahead and try this thing on. Now there are also multiple different versions of this. They have some that aren't in titanium, that are just in stainless steel. There are multiple different versions, but this is the pinnacle version. This is the absolute best version of this watch that you can get. Let's try this thing on. There you go. Good looking watch, man. Of course, I'm more of a kind of a tool watch guy anyway. I'm not a big dress watch fan. I like watches that can do multiple different things, even if I don't use any of those other functions. I just like to know that they can do it if I need it. If I have some sort of lap timing crisis in my life, I know I have the watch that can do it. So there you go. Anyway, there you go. Let's go ahead and pop this thing off. Check out the lume. It's probably going to have that typical Citizen kind of cold blue lume. We'll zap it here with the mag light. Normally give it about 5 or 10 seconds. There you go. There you go. That real famous typical Citizen lume. I love that color. I like their lume color better than Seiko's, than that green. I just kind of like that aqua blue color. Really, really cool. Let me go ahead and check out the LED here. There you go. Really, really bright LED. Super bright LED. Man, what a good looking watch. Even if I'll never use half the things it can do, I just love the way it looks. I like that kind of instrument panel dash, like a race car dash. Really, really cool watch, man. All right, let's turn the light back on. Now you can get this over Duty Free Island for $525. Again, there are multiple different versions, dial color, bezel color, stainless steel, or titanium. Multiple different versions of this watch. But this is my favorite. I just think it looks the best. And I also like the fact that it's titanium. It's really light. Again, titanium is half the weight of stainless steel, but 5 times harder. So you're really getting the best of both worlds. So there you go, folks. Again, this has been the Citizen EcoDrive 200-meter solar quartz racing chronograph, model number JW0071-58E. And if you liked this video, and I hope you did, please click on like. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate each and every subscription. I really do. And that's really about it. Until the next watch review, I will see y'all later. Take care. Bye-bye.